Okay, today we're going to take a closer look at some of the things that I've done in the other videos. We're going to look at how to prepare your clay for making objects, making items, and how to get the clay as structurally sound and solid and workable as you can. The very first step is to compress your clay. I have here a completely uncompressed piece of clay that had been previously wedged. All right, so all these individual pieces are okay, but here they are clearly not put together. All right, so what you want to do is you want to press the clay together. And what you're looking to do is to get rid of these air holes. You can see how they could form, and you want to squeeze those out as much as you can. Now, just simply squeezing it is not going to be enough, and we'll get into what you do after this. But first of all, you want to squeeze all this clay together. And you start by doing it with your thumbs like this, looking for all these places where you can squeeze out any air that might be in there. Okay? Now you're going to start squeezing it with both hands. See how I'm doing it there? You go back and you keep looking for those little spots where an air hole might form, and you press that clay in together. Like that. Okay, now that you've got your ball squeezed together as much as you possibly can, you're ready to start doing the next step. And the next step is striking the clay against your palm over and over as you rotate it. And you're looking to make a nice solid ball of clay. All right, this does something unusual. It causes the crystals in the clay to begin to line up together. These impacts are very helpful to getting this clay to have a structure that is much more sound than ordinary clay as you just buy it in a pack. All right. And this is the second step. When you're doing this, I want you to think about doing it, first of all, slow and easy. And second, do it twice as long as you think you might need to do it. I often do this for four minutes, maybe 5 minutes, because whenever I think I might be done, it's not going to hurt to keep going. All right? It makes a big difference in the end. When you make your piece, the clay is structurally sound and solid. Now, you may have noticed the clay ball is now actually a little smaller than it started. And that's because you've been striking it and pushing the clay in on itself even more. All right. Now, the third part is a real high impact. Whether you have a canvas covered board or a regular board, doesn't matter. You're going to throw it down. Now, these are high impact, but also very quick. Much quicker than doing it in your hands. You see little places like that. You start driving that out. Okay, you keep doing that and keep doing that 4 or 5 minutes until your clay is compressed. Okay, now that you've got your clay compressed with this high impact, we're going to do a different high impact, all right? Using this as the base, we're going to start to slap it hard with the heel of your palm. All right, you want to get your clay down to about a 1/2 inch thick. Okay, this is about 3/4 of an inch. All right, now you're ready for the final step, which will be rolling the clay with a rolling pin. All right, you put down your guides and you begin to roll your clay out. And you turn the clay. Notice it pushes it away, pushes it back towards you, and now it's getting into more of a round shape. These sticks are about 1/4 of an inch thick. Now that's a good 1/4 inch thick slab. And what I'm going to do now is roll this out even tighter. Make it just a little thinner. Okay, now we're going to make something with this slab, and I'll get back to that at a later date. Okay, now we've taken our slab, we've made it thin, and we've rolled it up. We're going to make a vase, all right? This vase can be used on a kitchen counter to hold utensils and items, or it can be used to hold flowers, all right? We're going to begin by pressing the edges together on the inside and on the outside. Now we insert our roller in, and we use that to press the clay. And we press it on the inside as well. You can actually feel the thicker portions underneath so that you can press along its edges. Now we look down inside. We're going to smooth those out. We'll start by using our thumb. All right, we've used our thumb. Now I'm going to use one of the tools that I made. It comes in handy for this sort of thing. We'll look down inside, and we begin rolling the inside edges of the clay against our palm. This allows us to reach down in, and now we smooth it with it. Not pressing too hard, slow and easy, remember. And here we're using the light color down here to shine back up through to be able to see what we're doing, what we missed, and what we need to smooth out. Okay, now we've flattened this out. We're going to roll it just a little bit. Now we're going to place the vase on it. We're going to shape the bottom so it's round. And now we're going to mark it. We're going to cut it just a little wide. We'll save this. We may need it to make a ball of clay to put down in the bottom and press out on the inside. Now we're going to lift this off. We're going to score this. All right, we've smeared slip into the scored area and around the bottom. And then we're going to begin pulling the bottom up.